Hey guys, let's talk about the Springfield Armory XDM. So first things first, we'll do our safety check. Yeah, chamber's empty, magazine's empty, gun is safe. The XDM here, this is an update to the Springfield Armory XD series of pistols. These guns are made in Croatia. I don't know what company off the top of my head makes them. They're imported by Springfield Armory. This particular one is I think they call it the duty model, and it's kind of their standard full size. They also make a compact, a subcompact, and they also make what's called the 5.25, which is a longer gun. It has a ported barrel, and it's billed as a gun that's ready for competition straight out of the box. These are striker-fired pistols, which means there's no hammer. You had to hit the firing pin to fire the gun. Instead, there's a spring, which pulled back and then released by the pull of the trigger. So the debate rages back and forth as to whether or not these are single action or double action. So far as I understand, it's kind of a gray area in the middle, but either way. Controls are pretty predictable for any modern pistol. These guns do not have a manual safety. They have two passive safeties. One here on the trigger, a little blade like you'd find on a Glock. The other one is back here on the back strap of the gun. This is a grip safety like you'd find on a 1911. Back straps of the gun here, these are removable, and you can put on this one here, I think, yeah, that's the large one. And they also give you a small one right there. I have the medium-sized one on here at the moment, just most comfortable for my hand. The magazine release is ambidextrous. You don't need to release it, there's nothing you need to do, it just comes ambidextrous. You can push it one way or the other, depends, regardless of what side you feel like working it on. The takedown lever is right here, and this is your slide release. So I like the slide release on this gun more than some of the other guns I've fired. The Glock level will probably give me crap about this, but that's alright. I like this mag release because you see it sticks out from the gun a little more than it does on a Glock, which means if you're the type that likes to use the slide release to release the slide when you reload the gun, it's easier to just hit that with your thumb because it sticks out a little more. You can see it's textured. It's just easier to hit with your thumb if you're the type that likes to to send the slide home with that method. Takedown is very easy. Oh, and actually, before I get to takedown, two other things. Here on the back of the gun, this is a cocked indicator. It's a little nub sticking out right there. And also on the top of the slide, this right here is a loaded chamber indicator. Chamber is empty right now, so it's not going to pop up, but all safety nannies will give me hell about this, but it's okay, they can get over it. The only one in this house anyway. So there you can see, now it's sticking up from the top of the slide. Go ahead and jack that round. Visually check our chamber. Yeah, it's empty. So now getting to takedown. Disassembles very easily. Lock the slide back. Rotate your takedown lever 90 degrees so it's pointed up towards the top of the slide. Release the slide and pull it free. There's your slide, barrel, and recoil spring assembly. There's your frame. Notice on the frame here, this may be a polymer framed gun, but the slide rides on these metal rails. So it's not riding on polymer like it does on some of the other polymer frame guns out there. Some of the older Ruger series guns. I don't remember the exact numbers, model numbers, but some of the old Rugers do ride on polymer. Just like most semi-automatics, comes apart just like so. Now, you notice this has match right here. Springfield has built this as a match grade barrel, a precision barrel. And with this particular model and also the 5.25, wow, that was good. Tried to put the slide back on the gun without putting the recoil spring back in. Well done. Now, as I was saying, Springfield has built both this model and the 5.25 models, guns that are kind of ready for competition. And I think they're really trying to take on guns that are standards in the I think really like a lot of the IPSC and three gun competitions like the Glock. In fact, the precursor to these XDMs, the XDs, a lot of people looked at them as an improvement on the Glock platform. I mean, I can't comment one way or the other. I mean, I haven't competed with either of them, but that's what a lot of people said. Now, for the most part, I do really like this gun. It shoots real well. It's comfortable, very manageable recoil. I like the 19-round magazines. These magazines actually are also real nice. It comes with 3 of them. I have 2 extras, but yeah, you notice these aren't just crappy, aluminum magazines. These are fully welded stainless steel magazines. Like on the back here, where some magazines you can see where the sheet metal was folded over and just tack welded. This is a full weld all the way down the length of the magazine. They're very high quality. I like them a lot. Sights, getting back to shooting, just kind of your standard 3-dot sights, 2 white at the rear and red at the front. These aren't night sights, but it doesn't affect shooting at all. They're perfectly fine sights. Now there are a few things that I don't like about this pistol. You notice the slide is really quite smooth. You got some serrations here and here, but really, if you're power stroking this gun, you're not going to make it a point to try to grab here, grab here. You're just going to grab the top of the slide and release it. So I would have liked to have seen a little more texturing here along the slide, but not a big deal, but just something to be aware of. Also, the frame, the grip on this gun is very, very similar to the 3rd generation Glocks, and the problem is, right up in here, there's not much texturing really at all. You have some down here and then on the sides, but up here there's really none. And I have these grip panels on mine just to give you a little more purchase when the gun's in your hand. So those are my only gripes with these guns. Now, aside from the gun, they come as a kit. So we already talked about the removable back straps here. Come with the 2 extra magazines. As per standard with pretty much all guns these days, you've got a lock, a cable lock. Right here is a magazine loader. Yeah, it's not bad. It's certainly not as good as any of the Maglula products, but again, perfectly serviceable. A paddle style holster. This isn't Kydex, just a molded plastic, but it's fine for range use. If you're going to compete, I mean, you probably already have your own holster, but I don't think I would trust this to hold the gun securely enough to be running around a course. This is a paddle style, whereas the included magazine pouch is belt loop style. And both the magazine pouch and the holster can be adjusted for how much tension you want to hold the magazines or the gun in by tightening or loosening the Allen screw here and the holster right there. And all this comes in this solid, very nice hard case. Where some guns come in a hard case, they're very flimsy, and I wouldn't travel with them or anything. I would have no problem, say, checking this hard case. If I was going to be traveling with a gun, obviously you can't carry on a gun; you have to check it. In this gun, this case, I would have no problem checking it. I feel like it's sturdy enough that it wouldn't get destroyed, by baggage handlers. So overall, I like this gun very, very much. Much better than, oh, here we go. I'm sure I'm gonna start a war over this. I do like it better than my 1911. Yes, I said it. Hate me. It's okay. It shoots very well, and here we go. The Glock guys are now going to get on my case. I do like it better than the Glocks I've shot. I don't own a Glock, so I haven't shot a Glock as much as I've shot this gun. But the Glocks that I have shot, I like this better for the simple reason that I feel like the trigger is better. I know that is a common complaint leveled against Glocks, and I share that complaint. The Glocks I've shot, the trigger, it feels like there's a lot of take-up, and the trigger feels rather heavy. This trigger, especially for a striker-fired gun, this trigger is very good. It's very crisp, and it feels like it's a very short stroke. It's also not terribly heavy. I think it's about 7 pounds from the factory. I can't verify that because I don't have a trigger scale, but the the official literature lists it at between, I believe, 7 and 8 pounds. So, there you have it. The Springfield Armory XDM. Give it a try. I think you'll like it very much. Thanks, guys.